Okay, I'll continue talking about what the aliens look like. Okay. Well, I think if I recall correctly, I was talking about the grey and the short greys and how they look, have this indigo or blue look to them. And it's not this blue color, it's a cold blue. This is ultramarine blue. Okay, I'm talking about cold blue. It's kind of like when kind of like greenish blue, but it's not exactly. Okay, it's the color of the color is indigo of the short greys. These are 3 foot greys, 3 to 4 foot greys. Okay, these are the ones that have the large black eyes, large heads, tiny little skinny body, and the head's about a third of their actual body size. So they're very odd looking, to say the very least. You know, you wouldn't think that those things can actually move around on the Earth because of our gravity. But anyway, I'm just trying to describe to you what they look like. Okay, so you have first they have a clone or a semi-biological, not mechanical, but manufactured material, which in turn generates biological material from this metallic material, from which apparently the clone greys also, you know, create this type of gray, this type of entity that is seen. This entity is semi-conscious or semi-sentient, and you can actually, according to the claims by a well-known UFO researcher and investigator, Daryl Sims, from Houston, Texas, he claims that he at one point was able to reacquire hypnotically a gray that within a situation where he was trying to trap one of these grays, and well, it was a trap that he set up. He's known as the alien hunter, and that's what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to try and trap one of these creatures if he's lucky enough. And as he says, if in his words, he says, if it is cosmically okay to abduct human beings from their point of view, it should be turnabout, as he says, should be also cosmically correct for us to kidnap one of their creatures. Okay, so you have the grey, who happen to be indigo blue, and the cloned greys, who are also indigo blue, and also have large black eyes and large heads, and 3 fingers and 2 toes, very large, long, extended fingers, I'm assuming with extra phalanges or extra long fingers. These are the ones that don't actually communicate telepathically. I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure that the ones after them, the ones higher, which are the actual real greys, they communicate telepathically, and they control these little ones. But after these ones, after these 2 types, the clone manufactured and the real grey, there is another one, which is people sometimes say that they are 4 foot tall or 5. They're sort of like, and they are a different color. The ones that I've seen like that, they were probably 6 foot tall. They levitate, they move, they displace themselves in space by floating over the space or over the ground. so they don't actually touch ground. This, I'm regarding that this is some kind of the reason, a reason for a covert reason, okay, that they do not want to leave any traces of their, of their presence. So I'm assuming that it's got to do with that, not that they do not touch the ground, or that this is how they move, but simply because it's part of the covert mechanism. Okay, so I'll stop and I'll have a break and I'll continue.